Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Alrighty, so hello everybody. Welcome to welcome back actually. Welcome back to the 2025 Season 10 World Ninja League Northeast Regionals. It's great to see you guys, whoever's here watching the stream. My name is Kane Malden. I will be your MC for the adult female division here on the challenge course. So let's just dabble into the format here. As you can see, we have the flow course and the challenge course, almost like our Premier Series format, actually. But a little more low-key. So the flow course, which is something that I'm sure many of us have touched upon in Ninja. Where was I? Okay, so the flow course is a typical Ninja course. If you fail it, your run will not be scored from then on out. Your run is basically over. Do not pass go. Do not collect buzzer. Well, you can collect the buzzer, but it's a Monopoly joke, everybody. From there, we move on to the challenge course, which is what we will be touching upon right about now. The way it works, it's a little bit more pumpy in the case of this format compared to the flow course. It's a bit more tough to get through. The way it works is competitors are allotted 2 retries, which they can only use once per obstacle. So what that essentially means is that you cannot fail the same obstacle twice, and you cannot fail 3 different obstacles, or your run will end. I believe we have 9 competitors looking to secure their spot in the Tier 1 championships. They have a lot to get through. So get here in the first place, our athletes, and they're no slouch. They had to go qualifying in one of these many gyms in the region. Now, I emphasize region because you can only compete in a regional according to where you did in qualifying. So for example, if you did good in like the California qualifier, you would not be able to compete in this regional unless you qualified via one of these many gyms. Hopefully that's as clear as sky. So to get here, you had to do well relative to everyone else in your region or podium in any of these respective competitions. I'm excited to see, even with a smaller field, I think that we're going to see some crazy ninja action here at the William G. Menon Sports Arena here in Morris Township, New Jersey. Now, to qualify, you have to be within the top 16 by the looks of it, but there are less than 16 athletes. So what the heck, I guess you just have to show up, right? I believe that's how it works. Let's get the run order up. We have 9 athletes once again. The first one up is going to be Caitlyn Brenti, I think. Matthew, he ran last wave, so it's going to be Caitlyn going up first, then Anna Edwards next, then Lydia Fong. We should be able to get that updated relatively soon. Hopefully we can get a demo run as well, but one at a time. And something I'm curious about, I'm wondering what we're going to expect out of our athletes. Now, last wave, it was not easy on our competitors. There were a lot of trouble points, but amongst, what we were seeing, there were a few that really stuck out. The cliff tilt was an early threat. You should be able to see it if we do a demo run, pending, of course. You grip this board that has a couple ledges on it, and it tips. And if you're not ready for it, it can really take you down. From there, it's relatively smooth sailing. The windshield whip, though, I am curious about because we saw a lot of athletes struggle trying to catch that ledge. Basically, it's a TikTok where you have to catch a ledge. We should be able to see it soon. But some athletes opted to skip, which was a risky move. We saw a lot of athletes fail trying to do that. Or go for the ledge, which is tough because that ledge is kind of spring-loaded on a rotation axis. So I don't know. I'm eager to see. Looks like we have our adult female athletes on deck right now. Final obstacle is going to be the real test, though. We saw a lot of athletes get their clean and then use both retries on the hatchets. Alright, yeah, looks like demo run gonna start very, very shortly. And I can elaborate a little more on what these obstacles will truly test. But 10 obstacles, I think most of them shouldn't be too much of a problem. Of course, it would be remiss of me not to mention Stage 4 Designs Very responsible for the rigs you see here, the obstacles. You can see there that first obstacle bearing the logo that you run across.
Are you on this camera? Yep.
But yeah, it just looks like we're getting some clarification on the rules. And again, amongst our 9 competitors, I believe that all of them will qualify. So it's down to whether they can perform and win the competition, I suppose. I don't think we're going to see any expense spared of ninja action. There you go. Float like a butterfly. You run off those French toast sticks. Go into that honeycomb. Looks like that's a trapeze. The cliff tilt. You hold onto that board and you tip it over. It's kind of tough. Now you go down these lanes of cliffs. Should be relatively simple if you know your way around it. The vault rails, those 2 steps with a rail in between, those spinning agility discs. There's 3 of them. And then the windshield whip. You go onto that trapeze bar. Then the piston lane. We saw a lot of our athletes static. I have no doubts. I think we're going to see a couple reaches across. Something like that. You can see it in our demo run there. You could opt to grab it like a sideways board, or you could do it like that. You know, it's up to interpretation, really. Then the final obstacle, being the hatchets, is so awkward. Gave a lot of our athletes earlier today a lot of trouble. Definitely going to test their tech. But I don't think a finish is impossible. I think our athletes more than capable of going the distance. Once again, bears repeating that our athletes, this is not their first competition, not their first rodeo. Maybe it's their first season, but they've been under the stage lights before. And I think a finish, again, more than possible. I think we're going to see some great success. We'll be getting some last-minute clarification for our athletes. And then we will go into our first run, which is going to be Caitlyn. And again, I think the hatchets and maybe the windshield whip are going to be tough. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, ladies, clear the course.
But it looks like we're beginning. The course is being cleared of anyone on the floor who is, you know, it's not their turn. Caitlyn Brenti is about to have the floor. All right, so Caitlyn coming out of center court here. Notably enough, has a little photo of herself in front of the gauntlet course. Nice to see. Definitely not her first venture into ninja, if that is the case. Which, I mean, it is. Again, center court, the only gym to have held a Tier 1 and Tier 2 championship. An incredible facility. But looks like Caitlyn excited to go. Looks like it'll be a little longer before we get this show on the road. Again, we only have 8 athletes in this division. So what it's really going to be about is the fierce competition between our athletes. You know, what can they do here? Looks like we are about to go for real this time. Caitlyn's stepping up.
Athlete, are you ready? Here we go.
Oh, she's ready. Here we go, 3:30. Sprinting across. This is a great first impression of this course. Now making some quick strides. Skipping that ring, doesn't need it. What's she gonna do here? Tip that board over. Wrapping around the post. And now traversing these cliffs. Big pullback. Matches on that final edge. Caitlyn looking good. It's always a little tough being the first run of the division, but Caitlyn's making it look really easy. Jumping straight for the trapeze, leading over to the platform. Oh, this could be something special. Caitlyn finds that dismount platform. And with just over a minute into her run, she could be our first finisher. What's she going to opt to do here? What's her game plan? Is she going to chalk up? Yep. And I think that's the right call. Because if you miss a rehook on this obstacle, it can be really tough to save it. Because you're hanging on one arm on a vertical grip. What's the game plan? And taking a little bit to breathe and rest up, but I mean, hey, maybe this could be a race to this point, or Caitlyn could round this out with a finish. But this might be tough. Gotta dig deep on this hatchet. Oh no. Comes off that hatchet. Gonna have to use up her first retry, and you are not allowed to fail the same obstacle twice, so she has to beat this on her second go. Waiting a little bit, trying to give herself one good try at this. That's all she can hope for. Waiting in bated breath, Caitlyn, she sets off. And she's put herself in a great spot to probably just reach out. Gotta hold on tight. No! Caitlyn not quite able to make it. But that's not to take away from the run she just had. Was really fast all the way throughout. Getting a high five from the coach. What more could you ask for? Now then, Anna Edwards. Coming out of the Next Level Ninja. Caitlyn was also wearing a Next Level Ninja shirt by the looks of it. But this is Anna's time to shine. Looking strong throughout. Let's see. Able to pull it down, and it should be relatively smooth sailing to the dismount platform. Just swing it on through. Anna. Oh, nice across the agility discs as well. With that said, able to make it to the trapeze. Not a problem. Not too tough on the grip as well. These discs. Looking composed. Looking relaxed. Almost trying to fall asleep. Okay, now, Anna. This is where Caitlyn went out. Taking a little bit to breathe here. This obstacle is so much harder than what comes before. Oh! Ouch!
Elite male athletes, please check in at the far end of the arena for flow course. Elite male athletes.
Build off that. Does have one more try. Anna. What's she thinking now? Hopefully that doesn't happen again. That's what the retry system is for. To make good. Oh, she's a little stuck. So I thought. Able to recover it now. Getting closer to that hatchet. This was where Caitlyn was unable to complete it. No! Oh! That's tough. Still though, a great run up to that point, and that obstacle is just brutal. What can I say? Lydia Fong on a jump climb extreme. Let's see. Good first impression here. Oh! Okay, Lydia. Now, I'm gonna climb around by the looks of it so she can be in prime position. Tough drop. Tough to absorb. But it should be smooth sailing from here. Just one hand match, one hand match. Lydia, she knows how to do it. Okay, now these steps. Be careful. Don't go to the left. No. Gonna use up one of her retries. But that's okay. And that's what the retry system is for. Balance is the great equalizer of ninja. Oh, careful, Lydia. Almost came undone there. That would have been disaster. But Lydia not letting it get in her head. Going for the trapeze. Nice. One. No. Not one. Who am I kidding? Two more. Two more obstacles. Lydia, nice pullback. Looking good. And with only one retry used, well, even if she only had two, she wouldn't be able to use both. So, use your lifelines accordingly. Oh, gonna reset. That back hook came off. It's 1:05. I don't believe she got here the fastest, so the only way to be in first would be to complete the course. Oh no, but she can't keep it in the pocket there. Gonna have to try it one more time. Her second and final retry being used. But Lydia not able to complete it. That obstacle, man, that is not an easy obstacle. I keep saying it, but it's a tough obstacle. What can I say? That's going to do it for Lydia's run. Still a strong performance. Used her lifelines to her advantage. Can't ask for much more than that. Hannah Parayil went out a kinetic ninja warrior. Great to see, athletes out of all different sorts of gyms of life. I don't know. Hannah, almost tipping it over preemptively. That might actually be a decent move, but I haven't seen anyone try it out yet. But looks like based on her foot placement, she's trying to go for facing on the inside rather than the outside. Going for the drop, yes. Gotta climb up though. But once you get out of the drop, it shouldn't be too tough from there. Probably needs to be a little higher. No. Don't call it commentator's curse. All right, Hannah gonna give it one more go, using one of her retries. That's okay. It wasn't the drop that took her down, so this should be relatively straightforward. Oh, loses the feet. Didn't quite wrap around. Oh no, she's a little low, but she finds that ledge. Monkey barring down these lanes of cliffs. Big pullback there. Nice. With that said, it's time for the vault rails. Oh no, she goes off to the left as well. That's going to use up her second and final retry. So everything from here on out must be perfect. Ooh, nice. Able to steady yourself on that step. The agility discs. Nice pop over to the trapeze. And Looking good here. Has about a minute left. But anything can happen here. Just the smooth method. You match on each hold you want to swing from. I mean, it's first grade. But sometimes it's the best way to go. Hannah, though, down to 30 seconds. This is going to be tough. And she only has one try to make it happen. I don't know if the time is going to allow her to do this. Hannah. Oh, no. Able to rehook it, but I think the time limit gonna bite her. That's gonna do it for Hannah's run, but can she complete it? Oh my gosh. Almost. But for what it's worth, that is the best attempt we've seen on the hatchets all division long. So not a bad effort at all. Really used every bit of her run, every retry. Sometimes you got to use everything you are provided, but Morgan Baker. We reached the halfway point of the division already. Okay, Morgan. Looking good so far. Balancing. Trying to stay steady here on the French toast sticks. Oh, yes. Took a little bit to make sure, but when she knew, she knew. Morgan does look to be on the smaller end. Got to reach out far for this board. Looking solid on the drop. Oh, can't quite reach out for it. Might have to throw herself out. She's gonna have to climb it. Oh, this is tough, Morgan. This might be tough to pop off of because it's kind of facing in an angular kind of way. Morgan gonna use one of her retries. What can she do on her second try, though? That is the question. Gotta be careful not to tip it too soon. Well, it was the drop. That was the easy part. But getting up to this cliff is proving to be a challenge. Oh, there we go. Oh, but that ledge might be a little too small to get a reliable foothold on. Oh my gosh. Morgan absolutely fighting for this. No! I mean, came from Jump Climb Extreme, and I saw a lot of climbing. So at the very least, I mean, she really fought for that. That was that was tough. Morgan facing forward as well. Impressive. Yeah, when you face forward on that pendulum, you don't have to turn. I mean, that's obvious, but you'd be surprised at how many people face the other way when making that jump. Mainly because it's kind of tough to build it when you're facing forward, but Morgan finding a way to that final obstacle, but time catching up to her. But we'll give her an attempt at this. Oh, careful, the hatchet almost smacked her. That was close. Well, with that said, we're into our final 3 runs, and no one has beat the final obstacle yet. Aaliyah Imaz. Being supported by Morgan, actually, by the looks of it. Well, Aaliyah, not bad so far. Okay. That was a little scary. Nice and smooth. You know what they say. You know, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Oh, careful. Didn't quite get herself wrapped around the post, but seemingly does not need it. Now, this is kind of like a boulder problem in a way, with the way she's kind of stretched out. You wouldn't be foolish to believe it. Aaliyah. Okay. Straight into the vault rails. Gonna take this fast, maybe? Get off this rail as fast as possible. Oh, don't go to the left. Going to the right! And as you can see, able to save it. Oh. Almost falling off the platform there, but no retries. Aaliyah looking to be on the taller side as well. So this might come in handy within these next few obstacles. Oh, okay. Don't call it commentator's curse, folks. Commentator's curse does not exist. Aaliyah, though, gonna pick herself back up. Has plenty of time still. About half her time has elapsed. But that is more than enough to take down the rest of this. But she's got to get through this on her second go or her run will end. This is a nice amount of momentum. I think this will be it. Two more obstacles to boot. And one more retry in the bank. I don't think she'll need it on this obstacle, though. You can just stay calm here. Don't lose your grip. Staying afloat here, Aaliyah.
Hey, watch your course over there.
Good deal. Aaliyah, looking at this final obstacle, she might... Oh, but she comes off. We've seen that a lot. If you're too aggressive, that pocket does not go deep with the hatchet. So it can just launch you off. Well, regardless, eyeing up one more try here. Gotta be a little more gentle. Loses that back hook and the other hand follows. She has 2 tries. The crowd waiting in bated breath. Ooh, able to make that hook. It's been a tough point for many of our athletes. Making another one. She's past the point of no return. Sarah, this downward transfer. Yes! Sarah McCurdy, despite all odds, becomes the only finisher on the challenge course in the adult female division.
Adelina.
Wow. Amazing note to end the division on. That is all she wrote for the adult female division here on the challenge course. Look at that. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10. Sarah was able to pull through. That will put her in a great spot in regards to winning the event. But we shall see. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching the adult female division. I have been Kane Malden. That is all she wrote for Challenge Course B. Good night.